Hello and welcome to Perfection, the quiz show where only perfect play is good enough. Behind me are the contestants. We call them the usual suspects. They're in our isolation room. In a moment, we'll find out which one of them has been randomly selected to join me here to play Perfection.
My name's Jerry. I'm a civil servant from Glasgow, and this is my first game.
Hi, I'm Becky. I'm from Coventry. I'm a psychology student, and this is my second game.
Jimmy, it's you. Please come down and join me. The four statements, and next one are Jimmy's answers. Nick, has he achieved perfection?
I don't think he has, Nick. I think D is wrong.
You think D is wrong. Becky, what do you make of those answers?
I think I agree with Nick on that one.
Jerry, welcome to the show. What do you make of these answers?
I don't think he's got C right, no.
All right, Jimmy, the moment of truth. You need to have answered all four statements perfectly to have won the round. Let's find out how many are correct. 2 out of 4 is not perfection, and as a result, the usual suspects have a chance to steal the round from you if they can identify the 2 answers that need changing. So off you go, usual suspects. Have a chat.
Well, we've already said C and D.
Yeah, I'm happy with C
Yeah, I
and
have
D.
no disagreement with that.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Could we change C to false,
C
please?
changes from true to false.
And could we change D to true, please?
And D changes from false to true, leaving A and B as answered by Jimmy. All right, usual suspects, let's find out what the correct
Dre
answers...
screams out at me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the first one we'd like is Dr. Dre, no question on that, I think.
Dr. Dre goes into the final, and...
Oprah?
Yeah, I think possibly Oprah as well.
Go on, we'll have a go with Oprah.
And Oprah goes into the final. Well done, usual suspects. You've won the first round. Time to switch you off, but we will see you in round So here are the 4 statements, and next them, Jimmy's answers once more. Becky, has he achieved perfection this time?
I think he's got a good set of answers there, Nick. I think he's done really well.
Now, again,
Jerry, what do you
I
think?
mentioned B, but A, something about A because of how far they can jump.
B's definitely
Is
false.
hydrogen the most abundant?
I thought
I'm
it was
not sure.
hydrogen.
Is C definitely true?
Yes, yeah, he released an album, didn't he? I haven't got a clue with D.
No, never heard of
No,
it.
me neither. That seems quite plausible, so
Okay.
I think either change A or C, but I'll leave it up to you guys to decide which one, because I'm not sure.
Captain's choice.
We'll go with A. We'd like to change A to
Academy
true,
Award.
please.
Becky?
C, I think, yeah, he's possibly wrong, it's possibly true.
Nick?
It's a full house from this
Yes.
side, Nick.
Yeah.
First one we'd like to change is C from false to true.
C
Please.
changes from false to true.
B is definitive. He's correct
Yeah.
with that.
And I think D as well.
Yeah.
Porrick
think-
Harrington, then.
Yeah.
We going
go
for
with
Porrick,
A.
yeah?
Yeah. that's fine.
Okie doke. We'd like to change A to false, please, Nick.
A changes from true to false, leaving B and D
your
as
first
answered.
choice.
I think I'll go for France.
France goes in, then we go over to the usual suspects. Which one would you like to choose?
Computers sticks out to me.
Yeah, I think we'll go with that one.
Computers, please.
Yeah.
Computers goes into the final. Back to Jimmy for another choice.
I'll go with the Channel Islands.
Channel Islands goes into the final, and we'd like you, usual suspects, to complete our list, please.
What about job titles?
Go on, we'll go with job titles.
About
Job
the one
titles,
I don't
please.
know. Oh, can I hear from Becky?
Yeah, I think you've done well as well. There's definitely one I would change. As for whether I'd come down, what about 1,500?
So an offer of £1,500 for Becky to come down and change
tempting,
them.
isn't it? But I just, you know, can I hear from Nick?
I'm in agreement with the other two. There is definitely one there that I would change. As for my offer, I wouldn't do it for any less than half in the same way as Jerry.
So you'd want £2,000. Now, the question is here, are they bluffing and you can do this all on your own?
Exactly, yeah.
Or are they telling the truth and you need their help? And do you want to renegotiate with any of them? Or do you want to go alone? It's entirely up to you at this stage.
If I was going with anyone, Becky's the better offer. But would you come for any less? Would you £1,100?
It's still early on in my run, so probably not. I think if 1-1 was what you were going for, I think you'd probably go on alone.
1,500.
Yeah?
Is that what you said?
That's what
1,500.
That's what you first said.
Yeah, OK, I'll come down, if that's agreed with you.
Happy with that, then.
OK.
OK,
Yeah.
negotiations have been completed. Becky, for £1,500 of the £4,000, please come down and join us. OK, Jimmy, you've asked Becky for help. If you achieve perfection, it will cost you £1,500 of your prize fund of £4,000. Becky, this is now your only chance at winning perfection. You won't be playing in the next game.
Okay.
I wonder whether you've made the right decision. We're about to find out. All 6 answers are now unlocked. Becky, you need to tell Jimmy which ones he needs to change.
I have possibly a problem with A.
Really?
I'm not sure, yeah, because I can't remember if it was neuroscience, though. That's the only
I
thing.
mean, he's a rapper, isn't he?
Yes,
Yeah,
I know he
I
does.
was on the right lines there.
I
but-
know. I'm pretty sure he went to a
heck.
prestigious university.
Right. Do you know
Yeah.
much about opera?
Not really, but I think that one seems quite feasible to me. I think you've done all right on that one.
I'm not 100% on Narbonne,
Okay.
I know parts of France, but I've not been to Brittany. And Jersey, E, I've just no idea.
Yeah.
It's a pure guess, that.
I'm thinking maybe we should change E.
E.
Yeah, I had doubts about that one as well.
Well, I mean, it could. It's not the biggest island, but I just can't see that.
Okay, we'll leave E. I think if we're going to change any, it would be A.
Well, I'm fairly confident with some of the others. As I say, C, I don't really know.
Yeah, I think...
Go then, we'll change A, shall we?
Okay, yeah.
We're going to change A from false to true.
This is on my head
changes
now.
from false to true. Anything else?
I'm fine with sticking with the rest, but...
Yeah, we'll stick with the rest.
We'll stick with the rest.
Let's lock the rest of the answers
It's a
in.
50-50 guess. So...
Your answers are now locked in. £4,000 at stake, £2,500 to Jimmy, £1,500 to Becky. 6 answers away. Let's find out if you've achieved perfection. Now, you had some long discussions, didn't you, there about A, Dr. Dre, C, you said you weren't sure about with Narbonne and where that was, and E. So let's deal with the others first and come round to those afterwards, shall we? Let's start with B. Oprah Winfrey has been nominated for an Academy Award. Jimmy, you said this was true, and Becky thought there was a good chance that it was true. We need this to turn green for you to get you off to a good start. So, is it true or false? Yes, it is true.
That's a start. Start. Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Nominated for Best Supporting Actress for The Colour Purple. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
C's one of the ones you were talking about that you were worried about, so let's hop on to D. A Trojan is a malicious software program. Jimmy, you said that you thought this was true, and Becky didn't argue with you. So we're expecting this one to turn green. Is it true or false? That is true. Very well done. Jersey, that's the one again you were talking about. So we'll hop over that for a minute and then go to F. A stevedore loads and unloads ships. True or false? It's true, like you said. Very well done.
Yeah.
So let's go back up to the top now. Dr. Dre studied neuroscience at Harvard. Now, the reason this one's interesting is because, Jimmy, you said this was false. You knew who he was. You knew he was a rapper. You knew a lot more about Dr. Dre than I expected you, to be honest. And a lot more, I imagine, than the usual suspects thought when they set it for you. Nonetheless, this was a bit of a worry because Becky then came down and said, OK, you need to change this one. So you changed this one to true. We're about to find out whether it's helped you or hindered you to get Becky down to join in.
Dear.
Dr. Dre studied neuroscience at Harvard. She changed it to true on Becky's advice. You need this to turn green. Is it true or false?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's
I'm so
false.
sorry.
Don't worry.
Dr. Dre, very clever man, good businessman, obviously, he's doing very well, but never went to Harvard, and as a result, you cannot achieve perfection, and you won't be taking home the cash.
Oh, dear.
So I wonder whether Becky has changed you away from a winning board. We're about to find out. The French town of Narbonne is in Brittany. You said this could be true, Jimmy. Is it true or false? It's false. It's in Languedoc on the Mediterranean coast, not in Brittany. So that's kind of good news for both of you, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I feel a bit better.
And let's deal with this last one. The top speed limit in Jersey is 40 miles an hour. True or false?
That's true,
Actually,
right.
that's the one that you should have changed as well. So in the end,
Yeah.
you didn't have a winning board. Becky didn't make any difference by coming down and joining in. Usual suspects. That's great news for you. The money rolls over to the next round where one of you could be playing for a total of £5,000. Well, I'm afraid you didn't achieve perfection, Jimmy and Becky. It means you go home with nothing cash-wise, but you do go home with our thanks for being such great contestants. You enjoyed yourselves?
Oh, very
it's been
much.
great.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really good.
Becky and Jimmy, ladies and gentlemen.